Good morning, everyone. Yesterday we have discussed regarding to the NumPy. NumPy has completed. Reshape is a concept present in a NumPy. Okay. Yesterday we discussed regarding to the NumPy package. So exactly NumPy has been closed. And today one more package that is Pandas. So basically it's a Python library which is used for the data analysis purpose. So if you want to analyze any data, we use this Pandas for the data analysis purpose. It is a one type of package. So one type of package present in a Python. Okay. So like it's completely like data manipulating purpose. We use this Pandas where it is the form of data frames. That is data frames is known as a columns and rows, like a matrix format. So that is known as a data frame, rows and columns. Okay, that is known as a data frames. What is the use of pandas for? Like pandas is throughout the data analysis purpose we use, and it is used to import different types of data in the formats of Excel, CSV files, MySQL, MongoDB, any type of formats. We can easily extract the data. We can extract the data from the various forms, and there is a for certain structured present in this data, like rows and columns is the structured of present in the data. So for installation of pandas, simply we use pip install pandas. In front of installation, we need to mention exclamatory symbol. So if you mention the exclamatory symbol, that refers to the you are installing something. You are installing something. Okay. So if you install the requirements are already satisfied, so now you need to import the pandas. So import pandas as PD. So whatever the package you have installed, you need to use that package. So if you want to use that package, you need to write this code like import package name as in a short form of PD. Import pandas as PD. That's mandatory things. Mandatory thing. Okay. So first of part, we will see how to retrieve the data with different formats of using pandas. So df equals to pd dot read underscore csv. So this is a statement, this is a function, this is a method which is used to retrieve the data from the csv files. Which is used to retrieve the data from the csv files. Okay. So if you want to access the data from the CSV files, we need to write this function or method. PD is pandas dot read underscore CSV. You need to pass the path of a CSV file here. Where exactly the CSV file is presented in your directories, we need to paste that path here. At the time only it will be accessed. So for example, CSV file size. So CSV files level. I don't have any CSV files. So simply if you write this method PD underscore read underscore CSV, PD dot read underscore CSV, and you need to give the path of a data. Here path of a file path. Okay. Here the syntax is, it looks like some variable equals to pd dot read underscore csv into we need to path file path here. Okay, this is a syntax. This is a syntax. So if you want to read the text file, you need to give this is a path. You need to give this is the function. df equals to pd dot read underscore csv and file name extension need to be text. Extension need to be text. So here, if in the text data, if you want to separate it with the spaces, you can separate this. For example, if your test data like this, for example, name, phone number, okay, email, address. So whatever the data which is present in the text, the data looks like this. So if you use this separated with the space, the output of the data will be like this: name space, phone number space, email ID space, address space. Okay. If you mention tab space here, it will be given a tab. Okay. If you mention slashes, it refers to the space. It gives the refers of place. So if you mention tab tick, it refers to the tab. Clear? So for only the text purpose, we use this separated. For the text data only, we use this things. Yeah. For only text purpose, we use this. Okay. This is the retrieving data from the text. If you want to retrieve the data from the Excel file, you need to use pd dot read underscore Excel and give the path of a Excel file path. So pd dot read underscore Excel, you need to give the Excel file path. Excel file path. If in case your Excel sheet contain a multiple sheet, okay, your Excel file contain multiple sheet, more than 10, 12 sheets, but you need to extract the data for the particular sheet, from particular sheet, like sheet 3 or sheet 4. So if you want to extract the data from the particular sheet, at the time you need to give this format: pd and equals to pd dot read underscore Excel, give the path of Excel, and you need to mention the sheet name here. You need to mention the sheet name. Okay, sheet name. So here we use the index, Python index. We use the Python index. If you mention the sheet 1, if you mention the sheet equals to 0, sheet equals to 0, in our Excel file, it refers to the first sheet. If you mention the sheet name equals to 1, it refers to the second one to start. So index, from the base of index, it will be calculated. Okay. So after that, if you want to import JSON file, simply df equals to pp underscore JSON and path of a file. Okay. Most preferred things CSV files and Excel files. Mostly preferred CSV files and Excel files. No. Yeah. Okay. Mostly in real times, we mostly prefer for we are working CSV files or Excel files. CSV files or Excel files. So if you want to know about the more information, simply each and every package has their own Pandas. So this is the official website of Pandas. So here we have a documentation. Click on documentation, get started. So if you want to learn more about these Pandas, you can go through the things. Okay. Mostly preferred for loading data in CSV files or Excel files. This is the thing main important. You need to import this. Import, and these are the main important: how to import Excel file, how to import text file, how to import CSV files, how to import X. స్క్రోల్ చేయాలి. ఇక్కడ పాత్ ప్రొవైడ్ చేయాలి. ఓకే, ఫైల్ పాత్ అది మర్చిపోకండి. ఓకే, if you forget to paste the path, it will not execute it. It will shows the error. The path need to be paused. Completed? So let me show you a small example for you. Okay. Yeah, right now. Okay. Let me show you a small example for you. Okay, have a look on this example. So here I am reading the CSV file. Okay, see how I exactly place the path. df equals to pd dot read underscore CSV. I started with R. Here the R represented the raw data. In case some of the files contain the raw data, at the time we need to use this R. Okay, at the time you need to use this R. It's completely changed the raw data. Okay, it's completely changed the raw data. So I need to pass the exact part of a file where it is stored, and end of the part of a file need to be extension with the same. Extension need to be same. So whatever the file you are reading, you need to give the exact path of a file, and the end of the file need to be extension also same. Okay, dot CSV, starting with the dot CSV, right? Read underscore CSV, and we are need to start the CSV file. Okay, so if you want to see top 5 rows from the data, top 5 rows from a data, we need to use this method, head, df dot head. In df, whole the data set is loaded in a df. df is a variable where it is stored the complete data set. So df dot head, if you use this df dot head, it shows the top 5 rows. Top 5 rows. For top below 5 rows, you need to use tail. It shows the last 5 rows. It shows the last 5 rows. So it shows the top 5 rows. It shows the last 5 rows. You can mention the number of rows required also. You can mention number of rows required also. Okay. So next, describe. So it is a method which is used to some statistical summarization of your data. Statistical summarization of your data. So next upcoming concepts we are going to discuss about the stats and probability. At the time you can easily understand this. So what is the count, mean, standard deviation, median, 25%, 50%, 75%. What exactly the meaning of these things? You will understand next concepts. Okay. So if you want to see the statistical approaches of all the numerical columns, you need to use this descripts. df dot describes. Okay. If you use this, you can easily identify the statistical data about the numbers. And if you want to find data types, or if you want to find any missing values, if you want to find the size of a data, we need to use df.info. df.info. df.info method is represented for the to view for data type, which data type is stored in a column, which columns has the missing values, which of the columns has how much of data size is presented. So here you can observe, basically I have a 5 columns. So there is no null values present in a columns, and the columns of data type is this. Columns data type. So to identify these things, we use info. We use df.info. So each and everything you need to mention your projects. You need to view the head, you need to view the type, you need to use the describe, you need to use the info method, and there is some more method also is there. So if you want to find the shape of a data set, like if you want to count how many rows and how many columns present in a data set, simply one function we have df.shape. If you use this df.shape, it will shows you how many rows present in a data and how many columns present in a data set. Okay. So here we have 50 comma 50 rows and 5 columns. Okay. Particularly if you want only the rows, df.shape, you need to pass the index like 0. 0 represented for the rows. 0 represented for the rows and 1 represented for the columns. 0 represented for the rows and 1 represented for the columns. To get the only the rows, to get are only the columns. Okay. So next, I don't want any data, just I require what are the columns present in a data. So at that situation, we use this df dot columns. df dot columns. It gives entire columns presented in a data. Entire columns, not the data, complete information, just names of a column. It provides the names of a columns. Names of a columns. So this is the basic analysis. If you want to perform in the data, basic analysis. Yeah, you can remember. Basic analysis. Okay. Then so don't write everything. Just what the use of head, what the use of tile, what the use of describe, what the use of info, what is the use of shape. Like that only need to mention. So this is a running notes, not a class notes. Okay. df dot head, df dot tail, df dot describe. Use the statistical information about all the numerical columns present in a data. Okay, all the numerical columns. So it's an interview question. Why we use describe in a pandas? Why we use? Why? Answer. Why we use describe in a pandas?
Columns and
Mhm.
structure of it.
Uh-huh. Entire data.
Data structure, columns, numbers.
Statistical data of a numeric columns. అది మెయిన్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఇక్కడ చూడు, ఇక్కడ దాన్ని చూడు. సమ్మరైజ్ ది స్టాటిస్టికల్ డేటా ఆఫ్ ఏ న్యూమరిక్ కాలమ్. సో న్యూమరిక్ కాలమ్స్ యొక్క డేటాని సమ్మరైజ్ చేసుకోవడానికి వి యూజ్ దిస్ describe. Describe is used to summarize the numeric columns of data. అది ఎలా సమ్మరైజ్ చేస్తుంది? స్టాటిస్టికల్ సమ్మరైజేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఏ న్యూమరిక్ కాలమ్స్. Clear? Info.
Use search for missing data.
Yeah. It is used to find the data types and missing data or size of the data. Okay. For that purpose, we use this info. No, fast. Save. Each and every method is most important if you are working for the data science project or data analyst projects. Each and every method is important. Don't neglect at least one method also. You need to remember all methods. Okay? Clear? Next concept, checking whether if data has missing values, whether the data have any missing values. So we have two types of approaches. We can easily identify whether data have a missing values or not. First method is df dot is null. df dot is null. So this method, it shows true when the data is missing. This shows true when the data is missing. So remaining all false because the data is present here. That's why it's showing the false. If in case the data is missing, it shows the true. It shows the true. Or we can use this one more method, df dot is nan. df dot is nan. So this method is also used to find the NaN values or missing values or null values. This method also used for the null values. So if you want the count of a missing values, how many exactly the count of a missing values, you need to use this type. df dot is null dot sum. It means it will completely calculate what are the null values present in a data and add them and give the count how many exactly the null values present in your data. Okay. How many exact null values present in a data. ఇది కౌంట్ చేసి నీకు ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా null values ఎన్ని ఉన్నాయని అవుట్పుట్ ఇస్తుంది. Okay, it will count the exact null values present in a data. So these two methods is used to identify the null values. Is null, you can use this is null, or you can use this df dot is null. Both conditions, both methods are used to identify the null values. Same condition. Both are used to identify the null values. Okay, to identify the null values. So if you want to extract the data for a particular positions, like particular columns, at the time we use this slicing method. So df, I need to access only one column, that is profit, and the profit of a head. So this is a profit column, and profit of head is 5. Okay, understand? If you want to extract, if you want to get a data only single column, we need to use this type of method. Here, I need to pass the square brackets and the name of the columns. If I execute this code, entire column name will be output. And if you want to see the top 5 elements, you can mention the head. Okay. If you want to more than one columns, you can use this df dot double square brackets, because we are combining these things. We are combining these things. That's why state and profit is getting. Okay. State and profit is getting. So you can also access the rows by using the index. So df dot index equal to 2. That means exactly the second index row. Index equals to 2. So this is the index 2, right? This is the index 2. There. Index 2. That's the index 2 is also written the same one. Okay. If you want to access a particular row by using index, you need to use this df dot index equals to 2. That means it represents to the second index. Or if you want to access particular range of indexes, also you can use df dot index is in range of 2 to 10, from second index to ninth index. Here also it's apply n minus 1. N minus 1. So for a particular range of indexes, if you want to access a particular range of indexes, we need to use df dot index dot is in the range of 2 to 10. So for the last value, it is assigned as a 10 minus 1, 9. From 2 to 9, the output will be a written as output will be a rows. So another method is ilog or location or I location. So here the is a simple form of location. It is a integer location. So both conditions are the same. Both methods are the same working. It is used to identify the location of a data in a rows and you extract the data. So for example, df dot location of 5. Df dot location of 5. I need a data set of location 5. So what is exactly 5? This is a 5, right? Index of 5. This is a 5. So the data will be a get an output. So or you can use this ilog also, integer location also. Same output will be again. Same output will be again. Okay, same. So both conditions is same. Both methods works as a same. Both methods are same. Okay. So if you want to access a particular range of rows using the I locations. Okay. If you want to access a particular range of row using the I location, simple df dot I location from the range of 2 to 10. This is the 2 to 10. Clear? Same things we use. Yeah, I can have that. ఇది అయిపోయిందా మిస్సింగ్ వాల్యూస్ వస్తుందా స్లైసింగ్ వితరేనా this one checking the missing values in a pandas. So basically we have two types of things to check the pandas missing values. One is we use df dot isNav or df dot isNull. Methods are same. So both condition, both methods are used to check the null values. Here. Yeah. Mhm. 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 Yeah. Yeah.
Installing one more uh, installation.
Yeah.
Installation.
Order that. ಐದು ಆ ತೀರ್ಮಾನ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. So up to now, we are discussed one part of a data analysis. Like in point, one part is completed. So tomorrow, like next class, we are going to another part. Okay.
Oh, Vamshi, it will all be under pandas only, right?
Yes, sir.
Oh,
So pandas basically are divided into two parts, sir. One part is base level of analysis, and the second part is to replace the missing values. Okay. So first part has been completed, and next class we are going to discuss about the second part. So how to replace the non values. If in case if we have any non values, how to replace that non values. Okay, that's the second part. You can note down this everything. Simply, you can do one thing. So everyone has the access to my GitHub, right? GitHub account. So in that GitHub account, we have this all the materials. Okay, you have this all materials. You can download them. Clear? You can download these materials from my GitHub account. Okay.
okay, okay,
So
okay.
some of the so examples will be different. So if the same examples means that's fine. If some of the examples will be different. Okay. Don't confuse it. Clear? Clear everyone? Clear?
Sure.
Yeah. Yeah, that's it from my side, guys. If you don't have any doubts, you can leave the chat. Thank you.